Ahmadu wa nusalli ala Rasulihil Kareem. Auzu billahi min shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear brothers and sisters and Muna leadership and Muslim leaders, mashallah, who are here. Let me first congratulate from ICNA and ICNA family to Muna having this wonderful convention here. I don't know what the number they are using, whether it is 10th or 11th, I don't know, but whatever, 2019 convention is wonderful, mashallah. Last year also it was wonderful, and this year I am very much hoping it will be better and greater than last year, inshallah ta'ala. When I say ICNA leadership and ICNA family, so I am referring to MICNA, Muslim Children of North America, ICNA sisters, Why Islam brothers, Why Islam sisters, Why Islam Gain Peace, ICNA Relief, Helping Hand for Relief and Development, and ICNA Council for Social Justice. From all of them, congratulations to you for having this wonderful convention. I have just a couple of points and a couple of minutes here. First of all, I understand Dr. Sayyid Muhammad Sayyid Sahib here, that from MSA they started to use North America, then ICNA, and Muna, they are using this North America with them. But on the map we see only USA map, because all organizations, they have separate entities in Canada. But I would like to point out that we should be more concerned with South America, because there are more than 50 million Spanish here. And we have to do all those dawah work and social service work among them, and also create more connection with all this debate of immigration and refugee and Mexican wall. We have to have more connection with South America. That's the number one point. Number two, it's a wonderful theme, Islam, the balanced way of life. I think 70 years before, or maybe 8 decades before, when Sayyid Maududi first time said it, that Islam is a complete way of life, at that, it is the middle of previous century, at that time, non-Muslim, forget about non-Muslim or their scholars, even Muslim scholars and ulama, they were skeptical in subcontinent. How come Islam is a complete way of life? They have some doubts about that. But with all these 7-8 decades, geopolitical, global, all those struggle, and I don't want to go into detail, but right now the world has accepted Islam is a alternative, complete way of life. When Sayyid Maududi said it, at that time fascism was there, communism was there, socialism was there, capitalism was there, but fascism gone, socialism gone, communism gone, and now this liberal capitalism, they have only one alternative way of life, and that is Islam. So my point is that it has been accepted, alhamdulillah. Now the challenge is the next level challenge. How now the world like to see how Muslim translate all this complete, just, balanced way of life into 21st century policy language. The challenge is that whatever we have been reading in the Quran, whatever we have been reading in Ahadith, for example, about poverty, about hunger, about taking care of orphans, about encouraging others to feed the masakin, how can we explain in 21st century policy language which the Western world, which the overall world, they can understand? More than that also, how can we create an experiment, a practical experiment to prove that point, that yes, not only theoretical Islam is a complete way of life, Islam is a balanced way of life, Islam is a just way of life, but how can we prove it on the ground practically that yes, that system is very much there? So that is a challenge. I think last year I had a chance to talk to Sheikh Rashid Ghanouchi about this problem. And he advised wonderfully. He said there are two chances. One option is that one sitting Muslim majority or Muslim government, they decide and they practically establish Islamic way of life on this planet Earth, at least in their own country. But the other opportunities that is the Muslim organizations, although they are in a minority situation, especially in the West and especially in the US, they have the chance to establish that point. I think we should think about that. That is an issue we have to have more discussion on that. Our scholars, our leaders, our intellectuals, we should think about that how we can establish, not only going next level of accepting theoretically Islam way of life, Islam is complete, balanced and just way of life, how to establish that fact. I will give just one point here and then inshallah some other time we can have more discussion. I've been working on one just and balanced society index, developing that index, but that's a separate story. For example, if our relief organizations, they are working to feed the hungry, to give shelter to our women, to all those, to give some free health clinic. But can we do something? Can we establish that our relief organization are taking some poor people, some hungry people out of that poverty web and make them a wonderful citizen of this country? I think we should think about some new paradigm, some new experiment, some new way to establish that Islam is here in this land a complete way of life, a just way of life, and balanced way of life. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Takbir. Dr. Zahid